Remember, 23% off with coupon code 10xthefish, expires the 19th.
So we might be owning an over $1 million property on Southern California's coastline that's slipping down a hillside. So what begins as an ordinary day hunting for Airbnb rental property, this one devolved real bad.
Welcome back to another Meet Kevin video. Today I am showing you, well, a little bit of a struggle I have with Airbnbs. Obviously, you know me for being a real estate broker and somebody who's always fascinated in learning how to make money and teaching how to make money in relation to real estate. But one of the struggles I've had for such a long time is this desire to do Airbnb properties and milk that cash flow, while at the same time also being able to buy wedge properties. Yesterday, I showed you a duplex, and today I'm going to compare that duplex to other opportunities. Check this place out. This place was completely bulldozed through. It looks like it's a complete gut job, but that's actually not what we're here for. What we're here for is checking out another potential Airbnb. So here's something interesting. In the beach communities, you get a lot of these smaller 2-bedroom, 1-bath, 3-bedroom, 1-bath beach bungalow properties that get gutted, and they end up getting turned into these larger 2- or 3-story sort of beach mansions. Well, there's an alternative opportunity. Leave it as the small property it is and turn it into an Airbnb. So I'm gonna go ahead and tour this property that is for sale, which this might sound crazy, but this place is for sale for $880,000. You might be thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, why would you not just buy the duplex for $715,000 or $740,000 and then have 2 units? Well, this would probably make just as much rent remodeled as that duplex would.
Just a heads up, in case you're not familiar, a lot of people like to rent out properties as Airbnbs because if you run an effective 5-star rated or 4.5-star rated Airbnb, you could double the rental income. Now, there's a lot more that goes with it, expenses and city taxes and all that, but I want to hunt for the best quality Airbnb I can find, and only do things later evolve in this day.
And most of you who are part of the real estate investing course know that I don't like risk. Well, here's something cool about no risk. The place right next door also happens to be an Airbnb already. And because it's already an Airbnb, guess what I have? Data. See, there are actually these really cool websites, like AirDNA is one of them, hashtag not sponsored, and they will tell you how many days out of the year properties like this are rented for because they just track and download basically what's on the Airbnb website. And they also let you know what you could potentially get for rent, which is freaking awesome. And this is literally right next door. Like, I could not ask for a better sample. Now, obviously, that means there's going to be more competition by introducing another one right next door, but I guess that's not my problem. I would factor that in, obviously.
Anyway, at this point in the day, what's super frustrating is I'm stuck between all of these thoughts in my mind of, okay, if I want to make it on this duplex, I have to write an offer like yesterday. If I want to make it on this particular beach unit, I should probably make a decision and jump on it before other buyers get involved in it. So I've got these two sort of warm potatoes. I'm not gonna say they're hot potatoes because I'm just not feeling super jazzed about them.
Oh, this is funny. So another opportunity just came up, which is funny because it's like I'm looking at this Airbnb opportunity and this is another one. Okay. Oh. So here's the scoop. I made a video before about wanting to cancel this particular deal because of a neighbor issue.
As I roll up to the property, a neighbor drives by and goes, you guys buy this place? And he kind of, like, we walk up to his pickup truck and he kind of leans in, he goes, be careful, man, that guy, and then like drives away, and it's like, okay.
It was a deal that wasn't really in escrow yet. I don't like ever canceling deals. It was being negotiated. But anyway, that person, that problem neighbor died. So the problem's gone. And now somebody else has the deal in escrow, but they're trying to grind the seller for more money, which means I might have an opportunity to buy it. But I have concerns because it's on the hillside and I gotta go learn about those right now. Let's go. Everybody should know this. What's the #1 thing you do when you come across a potential deal that you're looking at buying? you get on the phone with the frickin' listing agent, find out everything you can. Anyway, really great person. But after that, you gotta do your due diligence, right? And you gotta move back to City Hall.
What? No. This is like seriously inconvenient. They apologize for any inconvenience. This is a massive inconvenience. So here's the scoop. The property that I'm on the way to check out has had a very rich history with the city of Ventura for basically slipping down the hill. That is, water's been kind of flushing down the hillside above it, and everything around it has been eroding because of that. In fact, here are some articles. Look at this. VC reporter, is the Ventura City Council waiting for Helen Junker to die? The saga of the slippery slope. In 2005, after 7 years of neglect and evidential abandonment, the city sold a lot below this particular lot as surplus property. And as a result, nobody has been taking care of the property that sits above the hillside that is eroding. And now I'm considering buying it, which you might be thinking, Kevin, have you lost your mind? This story has been covered so much that here is yet another article from 2009 where Helen Junker says that for nearly 11 years, she has sparred with officials over at City Hall, repairing an eroded patch of dirt adjacent to her hillside home. Starting with storms in the late 90s, the steep canyon below had begun to gradually wash away, leaving Junker doubting her safety as the foundation of the stilt-built house weakened. Now, why are we talking about this property? Because it would make an amazing Airbnb. The view out of this property is absolutely insane.
So the crap thing is, with the city being closed, I really have to rely on people other than the city, which sucks because there's a lot of free documented evidence usually at the city. So I just called a foundation person and they're like, yeah, we could get back to you next week. And I go, I'll pay double your usual inspection fee if somebody can look at this thing within the next 24 hours. So they're checking to see if they can accommodate me. But the last thing I want to do is pretend to save $500 on a stupid inspection and risk, 50 or 100 grand because I missed something on a hillside foundation. It's not worth it. Pay the freaking fee. All right, so this is the subject. This was the problem neighbor's house.
Now, that's usually a classic example of a yeah, but that is, wow, this is such a great property to buy. Yeah, but have you met the neighbor? Except that yeah, but was kind of removed because we ended up finding out that that person died. Now, dying is not a strategy for removing yeah, buts, but if it happens, then I guess the but has been removed. That just leaves the structural problem of this property slipping down the frickin' hillside.
I mean, I don't know about you, but it seems pretty awesome to me. I mean, I could really just picture having this be one long balcony, trim the palms, no power lines in your view. You have a crystal clear view of all the way down towards the Oxnard Marina, the Ventura Beach, the Crown Plaza, downtown Ventura. And this is beautiful. And you get the parks over here. You're not looking into anybody's, well, you're mostly looking over people's backyards. And nobody's looking into your yard. So the theory would be flatten this whole surface and then raise these windows so you have one large patio. Obviously, paint, carpets, scrape, the bedrooms, all the other stuff is kind of basic. It's just mostly a pretty original bathroom in both of the bathrooms, actually. But look at this.
So I go down and out back to explore the foundation of the house, and I see where there are a lot of sort of the rafters, or kind of like the floor joists, I guess you would call them in this case, that are not sheathed for earthquakes. You've got, these stilts that are fully exposed, and yeah, it's quite possible soil's been eroding on these things, so we have no idea how deep these still go down. And you walk on over to the side, and you can kind of see where this building essentially is sitting right on the edge of, well, slipping off the edge.
Oh, they just came home. See that right there? Let's go talk to them. Like ASAP.
It's at this point that I get super excited about the idea of interviewing the neighbors, which ends up involving going down this one-way street.
Pretty sure this is a one-way, although I'm not sure. And because I'm not sure, I'm not gonna treat it like a one-way.
And of course...
Oh, crap. Go by, bro, go by. Dude, go!
I could have literally pulled an H1 Hummer through the gap that I left to the left of my car. So there was no reason for him not to pass me other than to troll me.
No, you're on a one-way street.
Oh, gosh!
Wrong way.
Oh, thank you so much for letting me know. I'm so sorry. Oh, they're leaving, crap. Wait. I have to stop them.
Now, the funny thing about interviewing neighbors is neighbors love knowing what's going on, and they know the dirt. No pun intended, I guess. Literally on like everything going on with the dirt at that particular property.
The hillside above you, that property, do you know anything about that property?
The property on top of us?
Yeah, with that hillside. Did they ever stabilize it?
No.
They never did.
No.
They never did any work to it.
No.
Doesn't that concern you guys?
No, not necessarily, because when the people on top of us built their house,
Yeah.
they had the retaining walls and they retained their part of the wall. I don't know if her house per se, but the hillside they did.
So the
They had
people
somebody-
above you, they did some work to it.
Yes,
Oh,
a
interesting.
lot.
Look, I'll go down a one-way, but I'm not gonna buy a risky property because I don't wanna lose money. Which I know you could say like, oh, well, you can get a ticket, but I mean, come on. Seriously, you're gonna get a ticket for a 100-foot one-way? Come on, man, that guy didn't have to be a D either. But I caught her. That was so freaking close. All right, let's follow up on the next lead here. This looks like the newly constructed house, and it looks like there are people here, so let's find out. Let's just knock on the door.
Well, they were required to re-engineer the whole mountain.
The whole thing?
The whole hill. So
No way.
the hill has been re-engineered.
Was it just a bunch of dirt before?
It was just the hill.
Okay,
Yeah, a little bit
okay.
more.
Well, it's a game changer. All right. Oh, doesn't look like anybody's home on this one. I might have to come back later on this one. I don't think anybody's home.
Now, what's crazy here is when I took off with the drone to start getting some drone footage, I saw the people pull up to the house that lived in that new construction house. I'm like, ding, 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 ding. Like, those are the people I must speak with. And oh my gosh.
Holy smokies, guys, I'm like freaking out because I literally just spoke to the civil engineer who built the property below. Because on the drone footage, you could see me run over to the grandmother of the people who live there. Her husband built the property, got his number, he gave me the gist. He's a licensed civil engineer and sort of gave me his like verbal blessing as far as what he thinks about the stability and stuff related to the property. Then got back on the phone with the agent and I'm like, get those existing buyers out. And now I'm stuck on the freeway trying to go to Chase so I can pay my freaking air conditioning people in cash so I can get a discount, okay? I saw this in slow motion get counted. I'm like, here we go. We're gonna have to sit here and count all these hundreds.
Now let's bring Lauren.
Hey, Lauren, can you give some more property management advice?
Second advice is never befriend your tenant because then they will take advantage of you. Never go to coffee with them, never accept gifts from them. Never, ever, ever do anything on a friend level with your tenant. Always keep it professional.
I honestly believe the previous buyers probably have cancellation forms in their email and they were just here. It was a couple. I swear I saw them looking in the windows. I bet you they're thinking to themselves, do we really want to cancel? Are we really going to give up on our dream home for 20 grand? Which I hope the answer is yes, because if they don't cancel, then I don't get the deal. They got the first right, unfortunately.
The carpet looks a tad bit
What
old.
does it smell like?
Like old and pet.
Oh, did you like it? Did you get a chance to look at the property?
No, I didn't get to look at the inside, but the view's really nice.
So the rest doesn't matter?
Don't go right there.
Yeah?
Come out with
Now, in addition to talking to the structural engineer, I have a lot of research left to do, like figuring out if I could even get insurance on this property, like at least fire insurance, that would be nice, or erosion insurance. I don't even know if that exists. Definitely want to consider earthquake insurance. Not sure how expensive that's gonna be for this one, but these are definitely things I am going to evaluate as soon as possible. It is currently 1 a.m. and I'm still drinking Don't Sue Me Bro coffee, all while at the same time I'm debating whether or not I should post this video, because there's always the risk that the sellers see this video, give it to the buyers and go, hey, Meet Kevin likes the property, you should just close your deal before Meet Kevin has the chance to buy it. So I'm in a little bit of this like moral, or like maybe not moral, like money quandary, where I'm like, if I post the video, the deal might not happen. But I also don't want to leave my YouTube audience hanging, and then there's this other part of me that's kind of like, if it's meant to be, it's gonna happen either way. But then I have this sort of counterpart of me that's like, no, Kevin, you make your own meant to be, okay? It's a mess. I'm very, very nervous. I'm scared. I've never owned a hillside property before. I want to share this experience with all of you, whether or not I get it. I'm going to be meeting a foundation person tomorrow. So while you're watching this, I could be at that property with a foundation person, or maybe I didn't get the deal and I ended up paying the foundation person for nothing, which is going to cost me $500, and it's going to make me very sad. So to make me not sad, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and leave me a comment down below to let me know what you think about this disaster and this quite slippery slope I've got myself on. 10x the fish, baby.